Good morning. There we are. Good morning. And yes, I am wearing my polar bear onesie this morning. This is my Christmas morning. We're celebrating today, so I had to wear what I want. Okay, today we're going to, let's see what we're going to do. Now I have my partner tends to get so relaxed when he's doing this with me that he falls asleep. So what I'm going to ask today is that you make an extra special effort to be relaxed, but stay with me. Use my voice as a guide. Stay with me. Follow along, and it'll help you. Because I'm trying to guide you to this connection for yourself so that you can find it for yourself. So we're going to try and do that today. Right, Scott?
Definitely.
Okay, so find a place for the next 30 minutes where you could be undisturbed. So sitting or lying down, wherever you're going to be comfortable. And close your eyes when you're ready. And we're going to start by taking some big, deep, slow breaths. So fully filling in your lungs, your abdomen, your whole being with the breath of life. All your worries and cares are just suspended for now. And feel yourself sinking into the earth, completely safe in the arms of Pachamama, who's always taking care of us. And one more. Now we're just going to spend a little time relaxing our bodies so that we can take an inwards journey. So where attention goes, energy flows. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give attention. So put your attention down at your feet right now and ask them to relax and release. And then focus on your calves and your shins and your knees. And just let loose. Now focus on your legs, your upper legs, your hips, your buttocks, your pelvic area. Just ask everything to relax. And now on your inner organs, your rib cage, breasts, your chest, your full back and spine. And just let go. Be at ease. Your shoulders drop down into the most comfortable position. They are not bearing any weight whatsoever. Your arms, forearms, hands and fingers are all loose. Your neck is supple, also bearing no weight. I want you to focus on your scalp right now and the skin on your face. Notice if there's any tension hiding there. Sometimes there can be. And recognize that you can visibly relax it by asking it to. And then I want you to focus on your jaw. Open, open, unhinge, drop, drop. And then focus on your eyelids. I want you to soften them. Soften them a few extra degrees. Know that you can soften them. Then I want you to go inside and ask your right brain to relax and your left brain to relax. Now I want you to address your mind. I want you to thank your mind actually for all the hard work it does for you. And I want you to just ask it now if it wouldn't mind just taking a seat on the couch and chillaxing for a bit. Maybe let the heart drive the bus for this session. And stick around because we value its counsel, but just take a little mini vacay there. Now I want you to imagine yourself on the earth, looking up into the sky. And I want you to see your thoughts up there as if they were clouds passing by. And I want you to let them just do that. Just let them pass by. Notice them. Notice them. Hey, I'm thinking about that again. There goes that idea again. But I don't want you to get engaged or taken away by them or judge them in any way. Just notice that they're there and then let them go right by. And you can always catch up with them later if you want to. So something I want you to notice while you're doing it, you're on the ground and they're up there. So you are the observer, the witness. That means you are not your thoughts. You are something much greater, much more deep and wonderful. It's just a good thing to notice. So now I want you to take this avatar of yourself in your head and imagine yourself taking this beautiful wooden spiral staircase down into your chest cavity in front of your heart. I want you to vividly imagine it. So feel the warm wood grain underneath your fingertips as you trail your hands down the railing. I want you to hear the soft padding of your bare feet, each footfall coming down on each step. I want you to feel a gliding sensation, a feeling of buoyancy as you make your way down. As you arrive in the platform in front of your heart, I want you to notice anything that might be around or in front of your heart. Could be some gates with some locks on them, or maybe a wall. This is natural, this is normal, these are things we do in our life to protect ourselves. I want you to just recognize right now that you have an all-access backstage pass. You are free to enter your heart at any time. It's your heart. So I want you to go ahead and imagine that the locks are disintegrating, the gates are creaking open, maybe there's a bridge that appears over the moat. And as you approach the door, it cracks open and the most beautiful rays of warm sunlight are beaming out. You open the door and enter, and you're cradled in this most beautiful light. It's so comforting. You feel so safe. And you look around and you recognize that this vast place inside of your heart is the most beautiful place you could ever imagine or have been to. It is a place where you feel happy and safe. I want you to go there now, and I want you to imagine it in as much incredible, vivid detail as you can. What do you see? What colors are there? Is the sky blue? Is it a beautiful sunny day? Are you feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin? Are you bombing down a mountain on your skis in the snow and the crispness? Are you frolicking in the ocean? I want you to feel very literally where you are, what you're doing. What do you taste? What do you smell? What do you hear? Do you hear music? Do you hear frog song? Do you hear the wind? Do you hear the giggle of your children? And then I want you to really, really connect with how you're feeling. Do you feel joy? Are you seeing smiles? Are you hearing laughter? Are you feeling bubbles of laughter and joy coming up from your feet all the way through you? Are you at peace? Are you relaxed? Are you excited? What are you doing? Who's nearby? Build this. Feel it. Is your heart open? Are you connected? Are you feeling unconditional love, security, confidence, freedom, joy? Everything that you would imagine. I want you to feel bliss. And just enjoy that for a moment. Just know that you can come back to this place and feel these feelings at any time. This connection to your own heart is always open to you. I know for many years that I was not even able to get to there, to my own heart. And just realize that you have the power to keep that pathway open for yourself. Now I want you to feel the light in your heart intensifying, almost that it physically picks you up. Everything seems to blot out and it just the light exists and it actually lifts you up and you're being cradled by this light. You're hanging in suspension and it's blissful. You look down at your hands and you recognize, you see, experience that all the cells in your body have come apart and become brilliant specks of light. Your own color, flavor, texture. Still you. Your perception has just shifted to experience yourself as your energy being, as your light self. We are all comprised of energy. Everything in the universe is comprised of energy. It's the common denominator. It's not the way we usually perceive things. We're just starting to understand that we have abilities to perceive these things that have been out of our reach before. Now it's just a matter of allowing ourselves to connect and to perceive the possibilities of what we really are. We're beings of energy, we're beings of light. So I want you to see yourself cocooned in these layers of energy and experience yourself that way as these light layers. And I want you to notice that you look around and see that your outer energy layers are in communion with the energy layers of everything and everyone else around you at all times. There's always interaction, there's always connection and communication. We're always joined, we're never separate. Then I want you to look up and see the great flow of the cosmos above you, a most indescribably colossal, beautiful ribbon of light flow. And this is the higher consciousness of one. This is the one that we all belong to. We're the same light source. I want you to just allow yourself, and this means give yourself permission. This requires a bit of surrender. Sometimes it's difficult to let go. And allow yourself to merge into this light flow, knowing that you're fully safe and that anytime you can come out of it back to yourself. I want you to just let go into that merge. And you will be overcome with this sensation of coming home, with the feelings of bliss, unconditional love permeating you, all around you, breathing it, existing it. You feel the vast knowledge of wisdom at your fingertips in this place. I call this place the Nexus. It can be called many things. I like to call it the Nexus. And in this place, you have the profound knowing that you are everyone and everything else in the universe. And in turn, that everyone else and everything in the universe is also you. We are all one. There's no separation. We're all in the same pie. We still have individuality in these lifetimes. And there are reasons for why we're individuals. But it's just, I have to go into more of this later, but think of this nexus, this flow of the cosmos, this higher consciousness of one. Think of it as the pool, the well that we all draw from on every plane of existence. And that we're all connected there. And with this feeling of connection and understanding that we are all one, because this is a very high frequency resonance, this energy, this light that we're from. It's where love exists and joy and bliss exists and peace. And the lower frequency energies, the negative, heavier energies fall away here. And with this knowledge that we are all part of this one, that we all are joined, a shift, an awakening happens. One where we truly know and do not want to engage in behavior that doesn't support that. Because if you hurt somebody else or cheat somebody else or lie or any of that, you're doing it to yourself. And when you really know that is the case, you really understand that, comes an awakening, a shifting, a consciousness that steers us toward cooperation and love and sharing and support and joy. And so that becomes our basis of operation. So I want you now, with this great power we have great power to create. It's such a gift that we have. So we're going to create a reality for ourselves that we want. And so we're surrounded by darker, heavier energies, as a lot of us have been feeling right now. I want you to know that we have the power to change these energies. We can transmute these energies into the higher frequencies where this connection is possible, where creating a reality of a beautiful world is possible. Very, very possible. So I want to prove this to you right now by doing this with you, teaching you how to intend this. And it's important for us to spend the time building these intentions. And we won't have to use so much time on them after we've built them, because then we can just recall them up at a moment's notice. We have to spend a little time cultivating and growing these intentions, because we have for many, many years been conditioned by ourselves, our societies, all kind of fallen into a condition of negative, a condition of lack, conditioning for fear instead of joy and love and productivity. So we're going to switch that by building these intentions. And then we're going to power it with our elevated emotions that carry this high frequency resonance wave that we can actually emit out into the world and power the change. So emotions are energy in motion. Everything's made of energy, remember. So emotions is energy in motion, and that's where our power lies here. We're just scratching the surface of what we can do individually with our power when we go inwards and draw from source, and what we can do when we put our individual power together collectively with an intention for the world we want. This is how we do it. So let's build this intention. So tomorrow, Think about your life tomorrow as your perfect life in this perfect, beautiful world. And you can make the world realistic. We can make it because, I mean, this world has ups and downs. There's no doubt about it. There's a balance here. We walk between dark and light choices. Um, not everything's perfect all the time. But when I say perfect, I want you to envision a world that works, a world where predominantly people are healthy and they know how to take care of themselves. And if they don't, they have all of the guidance and teaching they need at their disposal to help themselves. Then I want you to imagine benevolent peoples that when we need extra help, it is there for us. It is offered, it is given, it is available. I want you to imagine being healthy and happy in whatever life you choose. I want you to envision yourself pursuing your passions, your individual gifts, because we all have unique gifts that we are given with this life to cultivate and share back with the whole, with the one, with the world. We have so much purpose and so much to offer, so much to receive. I want you to imagine a world where everybody's in balance between mundane things like work and play, but are also in balance between giving and receiving. Imagine what kind of flow we could achieve together as a people on this planet. Can you imagine living on a planet that's clean and healthy, where we are respecting and supporting Pachamama, Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, that is completely loving and supporting us, and nourishing at us at all times. Imagine us giving back to her and learning how to live in harmony with her, supporting her ecosystems, helping her help us. And imagine that connection. Imagine the connection, a world where your heart can be open. You know everybody else is awakened on this planet. So you have that safety and security to know that everybody is awakened to this consciousness. Everybody is behaving and operating under the same principles of integrity, honesty, love, support, freedom, truth. How relaxed could you be? How can you imagine the lack of tension, the lack of stress in a life with that kind of engendered trust in the rest of our species? To know not just your family and your friends and your community, but to know that that is the way of life for all of us here on this planet right now. Can you imagine all the energy and resources freed up by everybody cooperating and being aware and awake of this consciousness? Can you imagine how much energy and resources will be freed up for people to explore their unique potential to create, invent, to teach, to share, to bring joy? Because we're all lifted up when we become part of this. We're awakened to this consciousness. We naturally just will gravitate towards cooperation and problem solving, and we'll lift ourselves up for all of us out of our survival needs, because abundance is plenty and we figured it out. We all have access to the things we need for survival: clean, natural, healthy food and water, shelter, and even our wants, our transportation, our living needs to pursue the passions. So go ahead and imagine a world like that where everybody is fulfilled. Everybody is free. People are together. People are together in work, in problem solving, in inventing, in learning and growing, in joyous celebration with music and dancing, and touching and connection. Just imagine this world. Make it as beautiful as you can. Then I want you to start living in, walking in your shoes of yourself in this reality. What does this reality feel like with this absence of fear and absence of tension and concern? This health and vitality. First, imagine yourself moving and your body moves with ease and grace. It's effortless. It feels beautiful, powerful. And I want you to imagine your connection, your balance in life, and your connection with everything, with your ability to connect inside, deep inside yourself, connect all the way to that nexus, to that source, anytime you need. I want you to feel connection to your body, to stay in your body, and to work with it and to appreciate the beautiful, efficient system that it is that supports us. I want you to connect with your emotions. I want you to learn about them. I want you to use them. I want you to appreciate them and get them to help you with your best life. I want you to open to the possibility that you can perceive more than you can right now. And I don't mean, and with the nexus and being part of the consciousness of one, it is not a religion. It is not even something that you need to believe in. I want you to just see it because it has the possibility, it can encompass all of our beliefs, all of them. There will nobody be excluded. I'm not going to go into it here, but I can explain it some other time. But just know that being open to this possibility that we're all connected does not have to negate or steer you away from any current belief you have. It's such a safe and benevolent thing here. This is not some sort of cult. This is not some sort of thing that you have to believe in. I just want you to open to the possibility and allow that maybe we can feel this connection. And maybe that connection might help us. So I want you to imagine what it feels like to be in this perfect world. You're driving around in your dream car, or you're having most profound, deep relationship with the people that you want to have in your life. You're healthy, happy, vital, productive. The world is beautiful. You look around and you stop and look around at this beautiful world you're living in. Feeling. I want you to connect with the feeling now. How light do you feel? This awakening to the higher consciousness is awakening to light and to allowing ourselves to be filled with light and to become, to feel, to experience the light beings that we are. So one of the things you probably feel is bliss, lightness of being, lightness of heart. Do you feel joy? What does joy feel like for you? Do you feel tingly all over? Do you feel this right now? Imagine how joyful you would feel when you walk out the door with this kind of freedom, with the connection of being with people you love and like, laughing, playing, carefree. lightness of being carefree. Then I want you to feel excitement to go forward in your day, knowing that you get to pursue your passions today and every day. How wonderful would that make you feel? How wonderful would it be to be and exist in a world where there's flow and you see everybody cooperating? You see love and support all the time. You see the expression on people's faces, fulfilled, happy. That makes my heart swell. The joy in me, see smiles, to know the contentment and the fulfillment that exists, actually feel that energy, to know that you're walking around in that kind of energy all the time. And then I want you to finally to experience how you would feel. You stop and take notice of this and appreciate it. I want you to connect with gratitude. And in gratitude is the kernel of your worthiness. You are so worthy of this perfect, beautiful life. And then I want you to just allow that feeling of gratitude. For me, gratitude makes me expand, makes my heart expand, almost like the Grinch's heart at the end of the Grinch, the way in the cartoon, the way his heart expands. Gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for every breath and every step I take in this life. It is such a privilege, even through any rough times, for the teaching and the growing and the learning and the expanding that I am able to do. The ability to feel so deeply and to be so deeply connected. To feel the light and unconditional love, to be able to receive it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what I want you to do now this is the great part, we're going to bring this to life and empower it in our earthly plane, in the here and now, in this generous present moment. I want you to build this intention, this beautiful intention, as an energy ball in your center right now, in your heart, your solar plexus, the dantian. Build it up as an energy ball. Feel it crackle. Make it very powerful. And then I want you to permeate it completely with those beautiful, high frequency, elevated emotions that you felt. Joy, peace, goodwill, and gratitude. Fulfillment and gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Gratitude, it helps us so much to anchor this and power this. We're going to take a big breath in, and we're going to release that whole ball of energy with those higher elevated emotions attached to it out into the world so that it can light up, resonate with all the other frequencies that other people are putting out there, and magnify the amplitude of exponential power that we'd have to live in this energy, and therefore that shifts this energy. We live in that energy, it becomes our reality, and that is our power. So right now, build that intention up, feel it crackle, feel it, feel it, feel it. And then we'll release it with your exhale. I always feel so good doing that. I really, really feel the energy leaving me in waves and just circling the globe. And I just feel tingly all over. So if you want to come back to your bodies now, we're just going to wiggle our fingers and our toes and shift our body parts around a little. you're ready, open your eyes too, come back into the room as well. And together, we are doing this. We can do this. This is a reality. There's so much scientific background to this. It's not hoo-hoo. We're just scratching the surface of what we can do and what we're capable of as human beings here. And we're just starting to figure it out and start to understand just how much we can expand. So thank you for joining me in this, on this experiment. And just know that we spend a little time building these, and then we don't have to spend so much time building it up all the time. And when you get used to the meditation part, we don't have to spend so much time on relaxing our bodies. It takes a little training, and then once we get used to doing it, we can do it faster and faster. And eventually we'll be able to do it on demand so that we can actually live consistently in a walking meditation, in a walking intention. We live and breathe this intention with our breath, just living our life, because that's what we're conditioning ourselves to do. So just know you don't always have to spend this much time and energy on it. But a little bit of investment now will help transform us into living and breathing the reality we want, and therefore making it the power there. So thank you for joining me, or even just listening to me. And we do this every day, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. And it is done. So say we all. Have an awesome day.